welcome to today's series where we're going to be doing a little bit of movement around the knees for helping knee pain, joint pain, stiffness, clicking, any of those things that you can come across in the knee. So the areas we're going to be touching is the knee cap, and if you've never seen a knee cap all on its own, it kind of looks like a little heart, and I will show you where that is placed and how we move it. So the first thing we're going to do is just a little bit of touch technique, which means you need to be in a comfortable sitting place. So as you're sitting, you want to be able to have your leg out long and not tense through the thigh muscle. If you create tension in the thigh, then you're going to block the kneecap position. So if you need to prop yourself up on a few mats so that you can keep your leg long, you can sit on a chair and your other leg outstretched, whatever it is that you need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our kneecap, and the kneecap lives more on the top side of your leg rather than the bottom side, and you're just going to be feeling it going from a left to a right position. So once you've found that, you'll feel it jiggle around. Now, not everybody enjoys this feeling, but it's actually really important to get your kneecap tracking correctly on the groove of your leg. If it doesn't do that, that's often when we can have some joint pain or stiffness in that area. Then you're going to take the top and the bottom and you're just going to wiggle it kind of like a seesaw. So pushing down on the top side and then pushing down on the bottom side, just to get a little bit of flicking action. And again, you know, there's quite a lot of movement available in this kneecap, even though it's embedded in a very strong tendon of your thigh muscle. And then from there, we're just going to do a little twisting. So not overly twisting, but just that sense of, like a doorknob or a bottle cap, sort of twisting it one way and then twisting it the other way. Now, there are lots and lots and lots of strong ligaments around your knee, and they are very receptive to touch. They give information back to the brain straight away to say, hey, let's pay attention. So what we're going to do next is just below the kneecap, there's a groove. That's your actual knee joint. And then just past that, there becomes a bump on the bottom leg. And we're going to slide our finger underneath the kneecap and just above that bump. Now, some people's bumps are a little bit bigger than others, and that's okay. But we're just going in a cross fiber direction. And if you came up a little bit higher and you went like that, that would be a reflex point. So we're just below that reflex line. All right, so from there, we're then going to take our knee into a bent position. If you bring your knee all the way here, you're going to lose the point on the lower leg that I'm after. So the knee is kind of more of a right angle shape than too close in. So we're going to begin on the lower leg. So there's an upper leg and a lower leg, and we're going to find this bump just below on a diagonal from where we were just rubbing our finger. And this is quite a tender spot. There are definitely three muscles that are connecting onto this point. And as you massage this area, you're just going to be sort of again stimulating those tendons of those muscles. And like I said, for some people, this can feel quite intense. So just be gentle with yourself. You don't want to go around walking with bruises everywhere. We're going to transfer our attention to our upper leg now, so sort of a diagonal up to the top leg, and again just a massaging of this area. Now, there are lots of meridian points along this line that we're working through, so it doesn't matter whether you're thinking from an anatomical perspective of muscles and tendons, whether you're thinking fascia and bones, or whether you're thinking energetic lines of the meridians. Everything that you're doing here is going to be benefiting you. All right, and then from there, we're going to take our leg up and we're going to put our thumbs at the back of our back of our knee area. And we're going to walk down the calf muscle. So you're going to do a little pulling of the calf muscle from one way to the other. Your thumbs are going down the center of the calf and you're just swinging your calf muscle to the left and to the right as you make your way all the way down towards the Achilles tendon. And then we'll go and do that again. So same movement. Swinging to the left, to the right. And this actually feels quite pleasant for most people, unlike the other ones. All right, and then from there, just lengthening your leg out. And what we're going to do is just an activation of the area. So now that we've freed it all up, we want to make sure it's working well. So all you're going to do is think of pushing down with your knee. You'll feel your whole quadricep, your thigh muscle engage, and then relax. And again, contract and relax. And we'll just do that one more time. Contract and relax. Now we're just going to do a comparison. So as we send our two legs out, already I can see in my own body that my side that I worked is longer than the other. It looks more in line with my hip joint. It's got a different coloring to it. It's in closer contact with the floor than the other side. And I feel like I'm sitting better on that sit bone area. So amazing. All we did was a little bit of touch, and there's been such a dramatic change in our anatomy. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side. So again, finding that little kneecap position, the height, the big flat bit, which is called the base, is up at the top of the thigh, and the pointy bit is down towards the lower leg. So just finding that as we make movements to the left and to the right. So you don't want to feel like you're going to dislocate your kneecap. It's just getting a little bit of movement, just making sure it's in the right groove. So there's a beautiful groove behind the kneecap itself. So we're going to go to tilting up and down seesaw style. And the thickest cartilage in the body lives behind the kneecap in front of the leg bone. That's pretty intense. There's a lot of load and force that gets put through our knees. So it's important to have that all in place. All right, and then we're going to go into our twisting. So just a little bottle cap twist one way and then twisting the other way. And like I said, you're not trying to take anything away from your body. You're just giving sensation. So the different ways we touch our leg produce different results for our brain to comprehend what is going on. All right, and then we're going to take that knee just off towards the side, and we're going to meet our, oh no, we have to do our other one first, don't we? So just below the kneecap is the groove of the knee joint, and then we're going to cross fiber just before the bump on your lower leg. So just going to the left and to the right. And again, this can feel a little ticklish if you're responsive to that reflex point, which is there at that area that you're playing with. All right, and then let's bend that knee and we'll come and find the lower leg here. So it's quite a prominent feature. You'll feel, oh, there's the bone, and that's literally where we're going to be rubbing out. So just giving a circular massage or whatever feels good for you. And then we're going to take that on the diagonal to your upper leg, and we'll feel that there as well. And, you know, there's so many things that interconnect in these areas. So it doesn't matter if you don't know the names of your anatomy. It's not important. It is important that you are able to just be in this area and feel and sense what's going on. And then when you've done those, then we're going to take that foot up and we're going to put your thumbs into the back of the knee area to start, and then start to walk your way down your leg, pulling the calf tissue from one side to the other. So again, the calf is a really fun area to explore. You know, we have two main calf muscles, but then we have our foot muscles that are located. The actual belly of the muscles are behind the calf. The tendons, most of them are underneath the foot, but those little muscles live behind. So just working your way down and through. All right, so from here, we're going to lengthen that leg out and we're going to go into the contract and release. So just getting a sense of, you could even think of just gently drawing your kneecap up towards your hip and then relaxing it down. Or you could think push gently down toward the floor. Sometimes I'll put a ball behind the knee that helps with the feeling of pushing down, or just feeling the tensing. But when I tense through my quadricep, I'm not tensing with other parts of my body. I'm really trying to just get this area stimulated. And you'll notice if you do tense your leg and then try and move that kneecap, it's not going to go anywhere because it's being used to create the contraction of the leg. All right, so now we come to our review time again, and suddenly my two legs feel so much more balanced. They both look really parallel in their setting of their hips. They are feeling grounded. I'm feeling seated tall in my body. And then, of course, the ultimate would be to test the movement of your knee, whatever that was again. So if it was a squat and you couldn't comfortably get into a squat, maybe you can get into the squat now. Maybe it was just kneeling on the knees, or maybe it's just walking up and down stairs. Whatever it is, go and give the activity another try and see the effect of what we've done. I hope that was useful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video soon. Bye.